Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to my channel, Become the Disruptor. My name is Magda. I'm a qualified trauma-informed therapist, and today I'm going to talk about your body. And we have to really bring it back to the body because there's so much content online that focuses on the mind and changing the mindset, when actually, while completely ignoring the body, you have to transcend the body, bodies this, bodies that, like poor little bodies. Our poor bodies are so ignored by like sometimes psychological, therapeutic, spiritual, religious industries that I'm like, this is your physical thing, this is how you do things in life. You have to look after it. So I am bringing it to the foundations. Body is not secondary. You have to look after your mind, absolutely. So, but that is another video. You have to look after absolutely your conscious mind, what thoughts you are allowing into your head, what content, what people, etc., etc. Yeah. But if your body, because the thing is that, guys, you have to understand that a lot of the times it's almost like your bodies are slaves to your mind. Because mind will be pushing, will be planning, will be analyzing, will be demanding, will be strategizing. We gotta do this, that. We gotta heal. It's like da 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 da. And the body, being a good slave in a way, becomes exhausted, burnout, undernourished, overstimulated, dysregulated. Why? Because you're sleeping 3 hours a week. Not every week, sorry, a night, or sleep is completely interrupted each 2 hours you wake up, or each hour. You're not eating regularly, or you eat really bad food for you. You're drinking, you're binge drinking each weekend. You're not moving your body, you're not walking, you're not exercising, you're not resting properly. Guys, and then you're like, oh, I can't manifest this, or I can't heal. Like, well, I'm sorry, just give me your routine and I'll tell you straight away what are the things that you're doing to your body that are not allowing you to grow and progress in life. You start with the body, you build up from there. But let's be specific. This is not, any video that I'm doing here is not about, showing you how much knowledge or wisdom I gained from my own healing. No, I'm giving you tools, and I'm giving you the practical stuff that you can use from now. Yeah. So first of all, I want to explain that when you're ignoring your body, so when your body, like I said, is undernourished, overstimulated, dysregulated, on the verge of the burnout, you are creating for yourself a perfect conditions for emotional instability, for low capacity, for poor decisions making, and for total exhaustion. That's it. Okay? So don't blame anyone. Don't blame Joe or Spencer or whoever. Your responsibility is your body, this machine that you have to look after. That's your responsibility, okay? So you cannot build a regulated life and a healthy life with a dysregulated body. It's impossible. So, basics. Look at sleep. Look at your food. Look at your hydration. Look at your substance use, 100%. Weed smoking, a lot of the stuff, psychedelics. Look at all of that, guys. I really want you to look at that, because with the psychedelics, there's actually still little research, and you're putting chemicals into your body that you don't really know how it affected. The same with weed. The same with, alcohol, definitely more research, the effects of the hangover, but you are just like experimenting with the body. That's cool. But look at the body. Does it actually want to be experimented on that much? Look at your movement and look at your rest. And this is really also, when I was working in an organization that was helping victims of domestic violence and child sexual abuse, I remember that when I started having a placement with them, they were asking all these questions: food, sleep, rest, movement, substance use. Yeah. Those organizations know. And then I remember when I started my private practice, this is straight away how I was working with clients, because it was inputted onto my ethics that I need to ask these questions to my clients prior to therapy, so I know whether they've got capacity to do therapy, whether they have the capacity to heal and grow. Because for a lot of people, they have like sometimes really severe substance misuse. And you have to start with the body first before you're gonna do any emotional processing. So, and this is the work. You start from the ground up. Yeah, that's not, transcending the body, but that is actually you treating this vehicle that you have with respect and love and care that it deserves. Not to be punished and not to be in a constant self-sacrifice. So like I said, whenever I started working with my clients. This is how I started. Now I don't have to do that, because the price that I raised is definitely, some people simply, who are at a certain level, they would not be able to match that price. Yeah. So that's why it's like I used to work like this, but I no longer, because for various reasons. Yes, because I've got enough really good results with my clients. So the validation and reassurance therapy, that is not something that I could do anymore, because I outgrown this model. But that's that aside, yes. So you have to really focus on how you are treating your body. And this is not about extreme, this is about consistency. So are you sleeping enough? Are you eating in a way that actually supports and nourishes your body? Are you, overstimulating yourself and undernourishing at the same time? Overstimulation, I'm talking about constant scrolling on socials, for example, going to ChatGPT after every difficult conversation, all that stuff. That is what you're doing or not doing. Your support network. Are your emotional needs met by your friends or the community that you're living in? All these things that you think don't matter, they do matter tremendously. And again, they're not, grandiose stuff, but I am talking here on this channel about mundane, actual life. I am definitely not, like some other people, when they focus on hype. This is not hype. This is, what works. But that sounds not very exciting for some people. Rather boring, yeah. Which is fine by me. So, mindset alone is not enough. You have to start with the body. And like I said, proper organizations that I started with when I was working in the UK, when I was living in the UK, this is how they measure their work. This is, were the questions that I was asking my clients when I started working with them at the beginning of the therapy and then at the end. And when I was doing the private practice, it was in between as well. So we were measuring their progress, not only physical, because there were other questions that I would be asking them about, self-esteem, the relationship with the self, etc., etc. So there was like, on top of the physical stuff and the physical needs, we were asking, I was asking about some other stuff, but this is like I said, beyond the point. This is not how I work anymore, but that still counts. And this is how you measure progress with clients in therapy, when the results are real. They are based on how it was and how it is. So you have to stabilize your body. Look at everything, be honest with yourself, and that's the pure, proper therapeutic work, psychological work, healing work, growth work. This is how you do it. And if someone tells you something else, something different, I would really welcome to actually know that, because I know that there's just so much marketing hype and fluff that is not working at all. And I've been there. I've done that many years ago for some time. So I know the disappointment and disillusionment that comes from going into a hype and marketing fluff that is rampant in psychological and therapeutic industry, unfortunately. And actually, doing the honest mundane, everyday work. That's what I stand for. Consistent nervous system gym reps. And that's what I'm encouraging you to do so you can get the real results. You can book a session with me if that's what you're interested in. All the links are down below. You just literally visit my website. Everything is explained there. Everything is transparent. Prices, all that, all there. And like, share, and subscribe. And I trust that that was helpful. Bye-bye.